Some fragrances are good, some are great, and some are so good you could literally smell and wear them over and over. Whenever you smell one of these fragrances, you can't help but think to yourself, I really could wear this one and smell like this all the time. Stick around for the ones you could smell over and over and over and never ever get tired of them. Of course, I know this is a highly subjective matter, since we all have different styles, different memories, different noses. Therefore, the fragrances mentioned are naturally the ones that I personally feel drawn to, for various reasons. Hopefully, you will agree with at least some of my favorite fragrances. Feel free to leave me a comment if you do or if you don't, or if you have some fragrances you would have in this list instead. Just remember, the only thing you gotta think about is you could wear and smell these over and over and over and over and over. I'm going to start with 3 super big hitters. I'm pretty sure many of you will surely agree with these. Also, I know I said there's going to be about 10. Well, there's going to be a few more. I hope you don't mind. The first one in this list is going to be Prada L'Homme Intense from 2017. This is one of the cleanest, best powdery iris fragrances, bar none ever. From the first time I smelled this one, I immediately fell in love with it, and it became one of my favorites, if not the favorite, from the Prada line. L'Homme Intense is simply a fantastic fragrance with a true timeless iris. The patchouli and leather dry down just keeps you wanting more and more and more of this one. Also, the longevity and protection is perfect on this fragrance. The only negative I could find about Prada L'Homme Intense for myself is that at this point it's a little bit harder to find, but it is still available, at least at the time of this recording. And that's my number one choice for fragrances you could smell over and over and over, and I truly could wear this one all the time. It's just simply that good. The next big hitter is a champion fragrance from YSL. Now, remember I told you that the first few are going to be sure bets. I'm pretty sure you'll agree. And I hope that you agree with this one. La Nuit de l'Homme from 2009. This is a fantastic cardamom fragrance, nothing short of exceptional. It is a cozy cardamom with lavender and a slight nuance of spice from the caraway. Absolutely gorgeous. La Nuit de l'Homme is perfect for dates, for cozy gatherings. This kind of fragrance makes you want to get into the hobby of collecting fragrances. It's a masterpiece, really. The one only objection I have on this one that comes to mind is the quality of the last few years has unfortunately suffered some. Which is unfortunate, since this is a true masterpiece. So if you get your hands on one of these, see if you can get it a few years older. And if you only can get a new one, from the stores right now, then you'll just have to apply a little bit more. But this right here, La Nuit de l'Homme from 2009, is a true masterpiece. So good, I could smell like this all the time. Okay, the next big hitter, some of you may have guessed it already, is going to be Dior Homme Intense, and this one was launched in 2011. Sticking with the note of iris, François Demachy created this heavenly fragrance combining the note of pear and iris. I mean, this is such a wonderful fragrance. The Intense is a bit more mature than the La Nuit, and therefore perfect for sort of an evening out, dinner, theater, wine bar, that sort of thing. Dior's L'Homme Intense will last all night long in a beautiful, soft, slightly lipsticky way that beckons for a bit of seduction. It is absolutely incredible. The same objection here applies as it does with the La Nuit, is that the quality seems to have dropped a bit in recent years, especially if you get the new ones where it says Dior up here. The fix that I have for this is for you to procure a bottle of the 2014 Dior Homme perfume. I mean, look at this gorgeous bottle. It is even a little bit deeper than the Intense. The addition of the leather and agarwood and a touch of rose took this already exceptional fragrance, talking about the Intense, took the Intense to a whole nother level. Now I know This is probably a little bit much to ask since this one isn't really readily available in the United States, or at least not at a tolerable price. I mean, these right here sell for $300 and upwards, $500. Now, I bought mine on a trip to Europe, which means that if you go out of the country at the duty-free stores, you can often find this lovely scent right here for a really good price. So keep that in the back of your mind next time when you travel. This perfume is absolutely worth your time. Agar wood, leather, and a touch of rose. Simply incredible. I could smell like this all the time. Simply awesome. I hope you agreed with my first three. Okay, what is it? 4 fragrances. Really awesome. Let me know if you did. Now I have many more amazing ones to go. But before we get into that, I would like to remind you, if you're having fun or if you're getting anything out of this video at all, please do leave it a like and maybe even subscribe for more fragrance content from Centrail. I would love to have you on board. Remember, our fragrance journey begins with but one single scent. The next ones coming up aren't, in any kind of special order or something like that. They're sort of mixed. You get some designers and some niche sort of all together. Because the only thing that really mattered to me in this list, it had to be fragrances that I could smell over and over and over and I could wear over and over and over. I do have one mention in here that is unfortunately no longer available. But I found that I wanted to tell you about it because I love it so much and I do use it sparingly. It's a gem from the Acqua di Parma line, Blue Mediterranean. It is Ginepro de Sardinia. This is a lovely fragrance that was launched in 2014. They don't make it anymore. It has notes of allspice, nutmeg, juniper. There's some cypress in here, which plays a really big role in this gorgeous fragrance. Like I said, sadly, it has been discontinued. My ancestors are from Sardinia, Italy. And this is probably why I'm partial to this lovely fragrance. Absolutely love this one. I could smell like this all the time. Fortunately for me, I do have a 150 milliliter, which will last me for a good time. It is a really wonderful fragrance, and that's Ginepro de Sardinia, one of my all-time favorites. Love this one. All the other ones remaining should be readily available without a problem, at least at the time of this recording. All right. Andy Tower created a fragrance in 2005 that captures the Moroccan desert air. L'air du désert marocain. This beauty right here. The number 2 on this fragrance will let you know that is the second one out of the classics line. This one, often abbreviated as LDDM, is a soft and dry fragrance with the powerful longevity and protection. LDDM is dry, spicy, with some subtle sweetness. This is a unique scent that will transport you to Morocco, perhaps taking a stroll on a warm evening along the market streets. Absolutely gorgeous. This is like nothing you have ever smelled, and yet magical, like you have always known it exists. Along the same density, although in a different smell altogether, is Haultain from Parfums de Marly. This is a relatively new fragrance. It's 2021. This fragrance has carved a spot in my heart. It's so good. This is a warm and spicy fragrance with agar wood and a touch of leather with the delicious note of praline. It's a gentle lavender with some soft saffron combined with the powerful note of oud. Did I mention this one has some praline in it? Haultain is a stellar performer with a touch of wild class. This one right here is just simply awesome, and I could literally wear this one all the time. I don't care if it's hot outside or not. It is so beautiful. Okay, I see some of you or guys in the back there going, hey, is he only going to talk about the heavy fragrances? So I'm not. So here are a couple of beautiful ones, or at least one beautiful one for right now that is something a little bit lighter. It's also from Parfums de Marly, and it is Greenly from 2020. I love this one. This one is so much fun to wear, truly. Greenly is perfect for hot days with the citrus and the green apple note. It's crushed petitgrain, which makes it a little bit more vibrant and green. It has an extra bump in citrus because of it. Surprising longevity and protection in Greenly. This one is an all-day wonderful fragrance all the way down into the dry down. It's a unique freshness with some oak moss, and there's a little bit of musk in the dry down. Absolutely gorgeous. The next one is also on the fresher side, although not super fresh. More like, or much like Haltane. I like this one pretty much immediately. Not like some of the other fragrances, you know. You may have experienced this. Some fragrances, they grow on you as you spray them and you wear them, and you really get to like them more and more. Kind of like friends or something like that. You end up liking them either from the very, very beginning, and others, well, let's say they take a while. One such fragrance I liked from the very, very start, the first time I sprayed it, is CH Men Passion from 2023. It's a relatively new fragrance. It was surprising to me that I really liked this fragrance as much as I did from the very first spray, since it is a Carolina Herrera. For me, Herrera has produced more not likes than it has likes as far as fragrances are concerned. Passion is somewhat powdery. It's a fragrance with the notes of frankincense and neroli at the top, iris and myrrh in the mid-range, and some bourbon vanilla in its base. Created by Antoine Maisondieu and Christophe Renaud, two great perfumers. This Passion right here is perfect for just about any occasion. I liked it so much that I went ahead and bought 2 bottles immediately, because I never ever want to be without this one again. It's a stellar fragrance from Carolina Herrera. Let's do another unique one after this passionate gem we just talked about. The next one always gets me compliments. It is Creation E from Roja Dove. This is the Parfum Cologne. Look at this stunning bottle, really beautiful. This is a stellar, sparkly fragrance. It's a masterpiece from Roja, I think. Not one note in this one stands out through the entire time you wear it. Notes like rose and neroli and jasmine are present, but they're perfectly executed where nothing really sticks out. Roja takes us on a journey that is sort of a sweet, sparkly sensation, much like a Coca-Cola infused with a bit of tobacco and booze. Enigma will have you coming back over and over and over again. This is a fantastic fragrance from Roja. The performance and longevity are right at par, where absolutely beautiful in the winter and in the fall. Personally, I like wearing Creation E all year long. Just like my next one. I like it all year long, but I find myself wearing it mostly in the fall and winter, even though I go up to it and smell it all year. And it is Zadig & Voltaire's This Is Him from 2016. Much like Creation E or L'air du désert Moroccan, This Is Him creates its own sort of environment when you wear it, with the grapefruit, a little bit of pepper, and a big dose of sweet vanilla smoke. This one is sweet, it's masculine, with a dark side. I like wearing this one all year long. At least I like to smell it all year long. But truly, This Is Him shines when it's cold outside in the winter. This is a fabulous fragrance, and I could smell it all year long. It is so good. Talking about really, really good and a fragrance you could smell all the time, you can get This Is Him for a really decent price. My next one, not so much, and it is going to be Accento from Xerjoff. You have to dig a little bit deeper into your pockets for this beauty right here. I mean, it's got the beautiful velvet covering, absolutely gorgeous bottle like most of the Xerjoff fragrances. But let me tell you, this is 100% unisex fragrance. It is fantastic no matter who you are. Superb quality in this elegant, sophisticated, and gentle and powerful fragrance that is all in this bottle right here. It is too good for work, even though you could wear it to work. It is too sexy for a date, even though you could wear it for a date. It is too good for a usual dinner, even though you could wear it to a usual dinner. Where I'm going with this one, Accento is an accent to whatever you choose to wear it to. A dressed companion fragrance, if you want to call it that. It is floral, it is soft, it is musky, it is powerful. It is perfect for anything that you choose. Another fragrance or fragrances with really good power that I could wear over and over and over and smell over and over and over is Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille and Noir Extreme. Noir Extreme was launched in 2015 and features the dessert note of kulfi. You also have notes of nutmeg and cardamom combined with some florals, neroli, and jasmine in this beautiful fragrance. The first time I smelled Noir Extreme, I was absolutely hooked. This is a stylish gourmand without being too sweet, despite the kulfi and vanilla notes. The other one that is also a fabulous fragrance I could smell over and over and over is, of course, Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. Tobacco Vanille is from 2007. This is a killer fragrance with the notes of cacao and tobacco. This is so good. Maybe because there's a hint of dried aged fruit in the background, which gives it sort of an aged feeling. Imagine your grandfather's all-wood cigar pipe room right next to grandma's pantry, where she keeps her vanilla sticks and the mason jars full of homemade fruit preserves. The vanilla, the tobacco, the dried fruit, and the cacao with some spices make this one of my absolute favorite fragrances I could smell over and over and over and over. What a gorgeous scent, Tobacco Vanille from Tom Ford. So good. Since we're talking about memories, I have one from the Terre de Hermes line called Eau Intense Vetiver. That was launched in 2018. I could smell like this one all the time. Eau Intense Vetiver is a bright citrus with olibanum or frankincense. There's also a touch of pepper in this one, which aids sort of in the recollection of the original Terre de Hermes, which is also a fabulous fragrance. For me, this one is the stellar one though. I could smell this one over and over and over and over. That's probably because this one mostly reminds me of my Catholic upbringing in Germany. Their massive cathedrals and churches, the memory of frankincense as the priest walked through the aisles, stayed in my memory for a long time. Eau Intense Vetiver will also stay in your mind for a long time, and it stays and lasts and lasts and lasts and lasts. And after all, I mean, who doesn't like a good memory? Some of my favorite memories are from vacations, probably much like most of you. Personally, I tend to wear like only one fragrance on a vacation, simply because the scent is associated with whatever time it is in your life. One such fragrance for me, not ruined, but actually really wonderful, is Ganymede from Marc-Antoine Barrois. Quentin Bisch is behind this beautiful mineral fragrance. I truly found it hard to wear anything else on vacation. All I wanted to do is wear this one all the time, since it is nearly perfect for all situations. Ganymede is a unique mineral fragrance with some density from the Achigal wood and suede. There is a little bit of sweetness from the Immortelle and the Osmanthus in here. Ganymede smells like a fashion magazine to me, or at least how they used to smell. It's almost like as if they were taken from the runway and then manufactured in a factory, fresh off the press, with the powerful minerals still emanating. I wore this one in Europe this last summer, and it was absolutely gorgeous. I mean, my whole family, when they smell Ganymede, it reminds them of the summertime that we spent this last summer on vacation. It's a beautiful fragrance. You can wear this one to any occasion and smell absolutely gorgeous. And I could literally smell like this all the time. It's a wonderful fragrance, like every one of these fragrances that we just went through. Please share the fragrances that you could smell over and over and over and over in the comments. I would love to hear what you have to say. Maybe I'll collect some of those, and maybe we'll do a viewer's choice. This has been a lot of fun for me. I hope you had fun as well. Don't forget to hit the like or maybe subscribe for more fragrance content. I would love to have you on board. Remember, Our fragrance journey begins with but one single scent. I had a great time hanging out with you. Until next time, I want you to take good care of yourself. Always smell nice, and I will talk to you soon.